fans, and today, incredibly, they faced high-flying Dundee United, hoping to avoid a 6th successive league defeat. However, one of Rangers' best performances of the season came at Tannadice when the teams last met. And today, of course, Jock Wallace made his way to the home dugout for the first time in 5 years. As Archie discovered, the big man was made more than welcome.
A rapturous welcome for Jock Wallace. Listen to that crowd. The Rangers support, who really have suffered for some time, now regard him as their salvation. But I think he realizes he's got a huge task in front of him. They don't seem to think so, do they? And in the Rangers team, Jimmy Nicholl, the man who played so well for Northern Ireland on Wednesday night, in that marvellous one they had over West Germany. He was telling me before the game he's found it a little difficult to adjust from North Atlantic football, but he's getting down, and his one wish is to play in a successful Rangers team. And there is the Rangers team today, only one change from last week, with Sandy Clark in for Mitchell. Dundee United, the champions. They scored 7 goals last week. They're playing superbly well, and of course they realise that in a sense Ibrox is one of their very unhappy grounds. They've only won twice out of their 16 visits, and by their standards that's not at all good. Somebody playing very well for them at the moment is young Tommy Coyne. He came on last week. He was signed from Clydebank, and the manager was raving about him, and if you get high praise from Mr. McLean, you really can play. The referee today, Tommy Muirhead from Stennismuir. Rangers to kick off with a huge crowd backing them up. The crowd much bigger than normal, as you might expect. A rather special day for Ibrox today. Bitingly cold afternoon. Hegarty. I thought McKinnon was pushing. Eamon Bannon, beautifully taking Nicholl on. That's a good-looking ball. Just pass. And the first touch of the ball by Tommy Coyne, looking very impressive. He struck that well. A venomous-looking shot. Difficult to tell from this angle how close it was, but by the reaction of the United players, it wasn't all that far away. Cloyst touched it down neatly. Dawson, Cooper. Well, brilliant run by Cooper. Free kick right on the edge of the box. Superb little touch. I think he was going to try and take them on and get to the line and square it over. You can see just outside the box. So Cooper's left-footed free kick. Nicholl. Resounding lunge at the ball, and Jimmy Nicholl, of course, can hit them from that distance. Neatly touched by David Dodge. There's Coyne. Beautiful ball for Milne. And Milne did very well to get that across. He was really stretched. I thought Dawson might just manage to get to the ball, but I think Dawson might have a difficult afternoon against this man's pace. Patterson just got there. Hegarty was up on attack. There's McPherson. Nicholl. Kept his head. Really very big crowd at Ibrox now. Redford. Trying to find McCoist. That's Dawson. Cooper. Away he goes. Oh, a brilliant run by Cooper. Very unfortunate. He's really enjoying this afternoon, all right. McCoy took his eye right off it. Offside, and you have to say about Ali McCoy that Rangers have not yet had the best from him. Far from it. Towards Clark, and Goff, and a high bounce. I don't think you could blame him, the goalkeeper Hamish McAlpin, for that, because I think he was as surprised as anybody. Redford, McPherson to Cooper. This is where Rangers are ticking through this man. And up comes Ralph Bill. Rangers get the corner kick, and there's no doubt about it that the play of David Cooper is sending tremors through this United defence. The big man in for the corner kick. Patterson. Here's Cooper again, and Milne. Good defensive work. Back he comes. Dawson. Just a little too quick that time from Cooper. Richard Goff didn't have a particularly good international Wednesday. Oh, it's good play by United, and Coyne looking for the 1-2. Brilliant move. Best move of the match so far. Almost caught Rangers out. Clark. McCoist. Goff. Free kick. And Rangers retaliated extremely well there. Must say I was impressed with the way United linked up front, and in that sudden counter-attack by Rangers. Good piece of football all round. Just a bit too strong, and McClellan, I think, perhaps realising he might just have got that. Bannon. Still Bannon. There's a little shuffle there by Coyne. I'm very impressed by him. That's Coyne. Picked up by Redford. To Cooper. There he goes again. Oh, really in his element. A superb ball. Redford tries to go through. And that was brilliant play by Cooper. When he does this, I mean, there are few in the game to equal him. And these are the things in football we should all be proclaiming and publicising. Skill like that. A good play by Coyne. That's superb. Very clever indeed. Milne is going to let fly, and he does. And Peter McCloy had 2 looks, 2 touches, and a dive to stop it all. Nowhere near McPherson. No offside. Here's McCoist. Close, then just over. Rangers desperately unlucky. Again, it was an awkward kind of ball for McCoist to take. Decided to hit it hard rather than place it. And look how near it was even to Sandy Clark. Just put away. and there's nobody in the middle for Rangers. Welland, Dawson, Cooper to Redford. And beautifully plucked out of the air by Hamish McAlpin. Well, when it started off, it didn't look particularly fierce. Seemed to gather acceleration, as it were. Good save by McAlpin. Pushed out there by Kirkwood. There's Bannon. Ooh, dodge. Oh. Took that like a sweeper instead of a striker. McPherson, Clark, touches it out, and Patterson hasn't got the poise of the striker to sweep it away. A little bit of juggling there by Sandy Clark, and he did extraordinarily well to push that to the big defender. Away wide it went. There goes the half-time whistle. We've had a very noisy Ibrox today for very good reasons, giving tremendous support to this man and his team. And indeed, they've played with a great deal of conviction, particularly this man here. In the first 20 minutes, he was brilliant. But certainly, young Tommy Coyne took the eye. I liked his touches. It was an excellent shot he had that might have put United in the lead. And Rangers were desperately unlucky when Ali McCoy hit the post, and then that ball fell so near Sandy Clark to put it away. Well, this half-time shot gives you an idea of how the Rangers supporters have responded to the return of Jock Wallace. A huge crowd. Really is a long time since I've seen that Govan stand opposite us almost entirely full outside of an Old Firm game. And that is an indication of the affection the Rangers supporters hold for the big man. United playing against the wind this half. It was gusting quite sharply early in the afternoon. Goff. That's McKinnon. Well, the press photographers who know a thing or two about football have decided to go behind the Dundee United goal. One wonders if they've gambled the right way. Cooper's moved to the right wing. Clark nowhere near it. Jimmy Nicholl, Clark to Nicholl. On a bad ball, and that's straight from McCoy. Good enough header, but really Hamish McAlpin wasn't all that bothered. Nicholl. Not sure whether it was a cross or... and he was pulled back, surely, yeah. Free kick. I'm not quite sure whether his original touch was a cross or a shot. Everybody in the penalty area, virtually everybody. Patterson, Clark, feels for hands. McCoist. Now, too many players and too slow, parting with the ball. The Rangers pounding on. Cooper. There's McPherson. McCoist hesitates. And there's Sandy Clark, and I think it's offside. And Ralph Milne, who was injured, is coming off. And on to the Ibrox tough again comes one of the great Rangers heroes, Derek Johnston, to play against his old club. And I'm quite sure that Derek Johnston will want to prove something out there today that he should never have been allowed to vegetate at Ibrox and eventually to leave. Patterson and Rangers lumbering a bit in midfield. United beginning to get a grip of this game. Bannon. Here's Holt. And that's a corner kick. Catching Peter McCoy cold. Eamon Bannon with a corner kick. Halfway through the second half. Bannon again. Pushed away by McClellan. Rangers hemmed in at the moment. Billy Kirkwood. Oh, that's a very dangerous one. Off the head of Holt. Now McCoist. Here's Russell. Lifting it wide. Redford and well away by Richard Gough. Kirkwood picking it up. Neither goalkeeper has had an afternoon that's given them any scares. Dawson. And that's brilliantly saved from Bobby Russell. Well taken by Russell. Difficult ball for the goalkeeper. Slight bounce on it. Dealt with it confidently. Bit of a push. Free kick. Dawson simply giving it away to Holt. Throw to United. Three minutes of the game left. Patterson away with it. There's McKinnon, bad one out. Bannon dipping. Good shot. And he meant that to dip. That was well controlled.
No scoring, goalless draw. Well, it's probably not gone unnoticed that I've been critical of Rangers for quite some time, which makes it all the more important to say tonight as unambiguously as I can that they played today with a conviction that I haven't seen them display for a very long time. They were playing for the jerseys again, and whilst there are still glaring flaws in the side, and there are some